At least 3 people died and 60 police personnel were injured after violence broke out in the eastern part of Karnataka's Bengaluru last night over a social media message, which was allegedly posted by a relative of a Congress legislator. Bengaluru police have arrested 149 people for arson, stone pelting and assault on the police, officials said. Congress member of Legislative Assembly MLA Srinivas Murthy's nephew was also arrested for sharing the derogatory post on Facebook, according to a media report. Putting the last nail on male primacy in division of Hindu ancestral property, the Supreme Court in a landmark judgment yesterday cleared the legal cobwebs to declare that daughters will have inheritance rights equal to those of sons from properties of fathers, grandfathers and great-grandfathers right from the codification of the law in 1956. A bench of Justices Arun Mishra, S. Abdul Nazir and M.R. Shah iron out the confusion arising from the apex court's conflicting interpretations of the amended Section 6 of Hindu Succession Act, which came into force from September 9, 2005. India today reported 60,962 cases in a single day, taking the total cash load registered so far above 23.29 lakh. According to fresh data on the Health Ministry's website, India currently has 6,43,948 active cases as of today. The recoveries have surged to 16,39,599, pushing the recovery rate to 69.80%. Of the 23,29,638 cases registered in India so far, there are over 6.4 lakh active cases, while over 16 lakh people have recovered. India's death toll has also gone up to 46,091 after 834 deaths in the past 24 hours. Samples from 3 districts of Meghalaya have tested positive for African swine fever. According to media reports, outbreak of African swine fever in 3 districts of Meghalaya, including West Gentia Hills, East Khasi Hills and Riboy, has been confirmed after the samples from 3 districts tested positive for African swine fever. The novel coronavirus case tally in Manipur has risen to 3,941 as on Wednesday. The number of fatalities due to the deadly virus in the state has reached 12 so far. A 60-year-old man infected with coronavirus died last morning at Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, Jenims, Imphal. In the last 24 hours, 33 persons were discharged from different COVID care facilities across the state. The number of active cases now stands at 1,774, while 2,155 patients have been cured till now. Ahead of the 129th Patriots Day tomorrow, a team of City Police Station this morning organized a cleanliness program inside the Bir Tikendrajit Park located in the heart of Imphal city. Manipur commemorates 13th August as Patriots Day every year, with celebrations to honor the Manipuri soldiers who lost their lives during the Anglo-Manipuri War 1891. Joint Action Committee Against Language and Cultural Aggression Silchar, Assam, submitted a memorandum to the Prime Minister, Assam Governor and Chief Minister through Kasat District Deputy Commissioner yesterday. According to our Jiribam correspondent, the memorandum demanded official recognition of Manipuri language as one of the mediums of Assam Public Service Commission examination and other government job examinations. A team of Moreh-based journalists today inspected the condition of National Highway 102 passing through Moreh in Technopal district. The team during the visit found that the highway stretch in Moreh was in pathetic condition with several potholes, according to our correspondent. 43 Assam Rifles Moreh today distributed relief materials to the poor and needy families of Moreh to meet the coronavirus lockdown. Around 120 families of below poverty line received the relief materials. The district administration of Eastern Assam's Jorhat, by a new order, has extended the mandatory testing for COVID-19 by owners and employees of shops and business establishments. As per media report, the earlier order had withdrawn all restrictions in opening up shops and business establishments from August 10th. Assam Chief Minister Sarvananda Sonowal has reiterated his commitment to ensure implementation of Clause 6 of the Assam Accord in letter and spirit. According to media reports, State Chief Minister Sonowal made the announcement soon after leading students' body of the state, the All Assam Students Union, ASU, made public the recommendations of the High-Level Committee on Clause 6 public yesterday. A terrorist and an army soldier were killed while another soldier injured in a brief exchange of fire in Kamrajipura area of South Kashmir's Pulwama district. According to media reports, an exchange of fire between security forces and terrorists took place at around 2:30 am, in which 2 army men received injuries. Among them, one succumbed to his injuries at 92 Base Army Hospital, Srinagar. A counter-terrorism team arrested 5 militants of Neo Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh, Neo JMB, yesterday. The ultras of the Ben outfits were planning to carry out major terror attacks in the country, according to police. According to media reports, Dhaka Metropolitan Police's Counter-Terrorism and Transnational Crime CTTC Deputy Commissioner Saiful Islam confirmed the arrest by a team of CTTC from Sylhet and said they were being brought to national capital Dhaka for further questioning. Joe Biden named California Senator Kamala Harris as his running mate yesterday, making history by selecting the first black woman to compete on a major party's presidential ticket and acknowledging the vital role black voters will play in his bid to defeat President Donald Trump, as per a media report. The United States has entered an agreement with drug maker Moderna Incorporation to acquire 100 million doses of its potential COVID-19 vaccine for around $1.5 billion, the company and White House said yesterday. The United States in recent weeks have made deals to acquire hundreds of millions of doses of potential COVID-19 vaccines from several companies as part of its Operational Warp Speed program, which aims to deliver a vaccine in the country by the end of the year, as per a media report.